Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mimi English Cafe, where we enjoy learning English through warm, natural conversation. I'm Anna.
And I'm Hiro. We're very happy to have you with us today.
In this podcast, we talk about everyday topics in clear and easy English, so you can relax, listen, and learn step by step.
That's right. And today's topic is something fun, exciting, and very easy to connect with. We're talking about travel.
Yes, and more specifically, we're talking about planning a trip and how to talk about travel plans in natural English.
And actually, Anna looks especially happy today, so I have a feeling today's topic may be very real for her.
Yes, it really is. I've been in a very good mood lately because my childhood friend is coming to Japan from the United States next week.
That's wonderful.
Yes, I'm so excited. We've known each other for a long time, and this will be her first trip to Japan.
That makes it even more special.
Exactly. She's going to stay in Tokyo for 3 days first, and after that, we're going to Kansai together.
Wait, together? So this trip is special for you too?
Yes, it will actually be my first time visiting Kansai.
Really? Then this is not only your friend's trip, it's also your own little adventure.
Exactly. That's why I've been so excited. I'm planning this trip for my friend, but I'm also really looking forward to experiencing Kansai for the first time myself.
That sounds great. And since I'm from Osaka, maybe today I can be a little useful.
Yes, that's exactly why I need your help today.
Before we get started, if you enjoy learning English with us, please like this episode, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who may enjoy it too.
All right, let's get started.
So, Anna, tell us more. What's the plan so far?
Well, my friend arrives next week and she'll stay in Tokyo for 3 days. I want her to enjoy the city, of course, but I don't want to make the schedule too full.
That sounds wise.
I think so too. Sometimes when people travel, they try to do too much. They want to visit so many places in one day, and in the end, they become tired and stressed.
Yes, some travel plans look exciting on paper, but in real life, they are just exhausting.
Exactly. You wake up early, rush from place to place, take a lot of pictures, and suddenly the trip feels more like work than fun.
I completely agree. So what kind of balance are you thinking about for Tokyo?
I am thinking 1 day for famous places, 1 day for food and shopping, and 1 day for a slower and more relaxing experience.
That sounds like a very good plan. What famous places are you thinking about?
Maybe Shibuya, Asakusa, and Tokyo Tower. My friend wants to see places that really feel like Tokyo, especially places she has seen online or in videos.
That makes sense. Tokyo is interesting because it has so many different sides. You can experience something traditional and something modern on the same day.
Yes, and I really love that about Tokyo. I also want to take her somewhere beautiful, especially if the cherry blossoms have started blooming by then.
That would be lovely. Even when the blossoms are just starting to open, the atmosphere already feels very special.
Yes, exactly. There's something about this season that makes everything feel softer and more exciting at the same time.
I know what you mean. Spring in Japan has a very special mood.
And after Tokyo, we'll go to Kansai together. To be honest, that part might be the most exciting part for me.
I'm not surprised. Kansai is a great area to visit. So what are you thinking? Kyoto? Osaka? Both?
Definitely both, if possible. I've been seeing so many beautiful photos of Kyoto on social media, especially during cherry blossom season, and I really want to go.
Kyoto in spring is beautiful, very beautiful, but also very popular.
Yes, I was going to ask about that. I imagine it gets very crowded, right?
Yes, it does. The temples are beautiful, the streets are beautiful, the cherry blossoms are beautiful, and everyone has the same idea at the same time.
So basically, it's beautiful everywhere, including the lines of people.
That's a very realistic description, yes.
Still, I feel like I really want to go at least once.
I think you should. It's definitely worth visiting. I would just recommend going early in the day if you can.
That makes sense. Morning is probably calmer, right?
Yes, if you go early, you can enjoy the atmosphere more. If you go later, sometimes you spend more time moving through crowds than actually enjoying the place.
That's very helpful. I'd rather enjoy the scenery than spend all my time looking at the back of someone's jacket.
Exactly. That is not the Kyoto experience people dream about.
Do you have any recommendations for Kyoto, especially for a first-time visitor?
For a first-time trip, I think it's good to combine one or two famous places with more relaxed time in between. You don't need to rush from spot to spot all day.
I like that idea.
For example, you could visit one well-known place in the morning, then have a slow lunch, walk around a quieter area, stop by a cafe, and just enjoy the atmosphere.
That sounds much more enjoyable than trying to check off 10 places in one day.
Exactly. A good trip is not always about doing more. Sometimes it's about enjoying each moment more deeply.
Yes, I think that's the kind of trip I want. I want my friend and me to really enjoy where we are, not just take photos and move on.
That's a very nice way to travel.
How many days do you think we need for Kansai?
How many days are you planning now?
Right now, maybe 3 days. I was thinking about Kyoto and Osaka and maybe Nara too, but I'm not sure if that's too much.
3 days is enough for Kyoto and Osaka if you keep it simple, but if you try to do Kyoto, Osaka, and Nara all in a short time, it may start to feel rushed.
That's what I was worried about. I always want to do everything, and then halfway through the trip, I realize I also want energy and sleep.
Yes, sleep is a very important part of a successful trip. People don't talk about that enough.
They really don't. Everyone talks about landmarks and food, but no one says, one of the highlights of my trip was getting enough rest.
Maybe they should. A well-rested traveler is a much nicer person to travel with.
That is very true. So maybe one full day in Kyoto and one full day in Osaka would be better.
Yes, I think that's a good start. Kyoto and Osaka have very different moods, so even visiting just those two places already gives you a nice range of experiences.
How would you describe the difference?
Kyoto feels more quiet, elegant, and traditional. Osaka feels more lively, direct, and energetic.
That's interesting. I've heard that Osaka has a very warm and friendly atmosphere.
Yes, I think that's true. People in Osaka often speak more casually, and food is a big part of the city's culture. So if your friend enjoys eating, Osaka will make her very happy.
That's good to hear. I really want this trip to feel balanced. Beautiful scenery, good food, and enough flexibility.
That sounds like a great goal. I think flexibility is important. If the plan is too tight, it becomes stressful. But if you leave some room, the trip feels more natural.
Yes, I agree. I also think some of the best moments during travel happen when you don't plan every minute.
Exactly. Sometimes a random cafe, a small street, or an unexpected conversation becomes your favorite memory.
That's true. I love that kind of travel experience.
And what kind of traveler is your friend? Does she like a very active schedule or something more relaxed?
I'd say she likes a mix of culture and food, but she's not the type of person who wants to wake up at 5 in the morning every day for sightseeing.
That's understandable. Then I think your plan of choosing one main activity a day is a very good idea.
Yes, I like that idea more and more. One main activity each day sounds realistic and enjoyable.
Exactly. In Tokyo, maybe one day for classic sightseeing, one day for food and shopping, and one day for a slower day. In Kyoto, cherry blossoms and walking around. In Osaka, food and city atmosphere.
That actually sounds really clear when you say it like that.
Sometimes travel planning becomes easier when you stop trying to make every hour perfect.
That's true. Sometimes we plan for the ideal version of ourselves, not for who we really are while traveling.
Yes, in the ideal plan, you are full of energy, always on time, and somehow never tired.
And in real life, you miss a train, your feet hurt, and suddenly finding coffee becomes the top priority.
Exactly. That is real travel.
Another thing I'm thinking about is transportation. I don't want my friend to feel overwhelmed by too many train lines, especially in Tokyo.
That's a good point. Tokyo transportation is very convenient, but for first-time visitors, it can also feel a little confusing. I think it helps to group places by area so you don't move too much in one day.
Yes, that makes sense. That would save both time and energy.
Exactly. And in Kansai, moving between Kyoto and Osaka is not too difficult. The main thing is not transportation. The main thing is how much energy you want to spend.
That's a good way to put it.
If you move too much, carry bags, switch hotels, and try to do everything, the trip becomes harder than it needs to be.
So maybe it's better to keep one base and take it from there.
Yes, that could work very well.
You know, talking about this is making me even more excited. At first, I was just happy that my friend is coming, but now I'm also starting to feel that the planning itself is part of the fun.
I completely agree. Looking at maps, sharing ideas, saving restaurants, checking places you want to visit, that is already part of the travel experience.
Yes, even small things feel exciting right now.
That's one of the best parts of travel. The trip begins a little before you actually leave.
I love that idea.
So, if you had to describe your ideal trip in a few words, what would you say?
I would say beautiful, relaxed, meaningful, and delicious.
Delicious is a very strong choice.
I stand by it.
Fair enough. For me, I would say simple, fun, local, and not too rushed.
I like that a lot. Not too rushed really feels important.
Yes, I think a good trip should have direction, but it should also leave space for surprises.
I love that expression, leave space for surprises.
Me too, because sometimes the unexpected moments become the best part of the trip.
That's so true. A small street, a kind shop owner, a beautiful view you did not plan for, those moments stay with you.
Exactly.
Well, I feel much better now. I think my new plan is this. Enjoy Tokyo without making it too busy, then experience Kyoto and Osaka at a slower pace.
That sounds like a very good plan.
And I think I should also tell my friend one very important thing.
What's that?
Bring comfortable shoes.
That may be the best travel advice in this entire episode.
Cute shoes are nice, but comfortable shoes protect both your feet and your friendship.
That is very deep travel wisdom.
So, today we talked about travel planning, cherry blossom season, Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka, and how to make a trip exciting without making it too stressful.
And we also explored how to talk about travel in a more natural and thoughtful way.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share Mimi English Cafe with someone who is also learning English.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Until next time, keep listening, keep learning, and enjoy English one step at a time.
Bye, everyone.
See you soon.